We are live today, as usual, looking at the happenings in Nigeria and globally. Of course, we are doing paper review. With me is the Punch newspaper. Let us quickly look at what is happening. I think the major happening in Nigeria has to do with the recent endorsement of Nnamdi Kanu's release by minority caucus in the House of Representatives. We understand that over 180 rep members already endorsed his release, and this is adding to calls from different quarters. We understand that before now, the Senate from the southeastern part of the country met with the Attorney General of the Federation, where they drawn support for Nnamdi Kanu's release. The governors from the southeastern part of the country will be meeting with the president anytime soon to equally demand for Nnamdi Kanu's release. We are seeing a younger brother to the former governor of Ekiti State, I'm talking about Ayo equally asking Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But let us look at what we have on the cover page of the Punch newspaper. It's talking about the planned nationwide protest. It's a nationwide protest. AGF, I think that is the secretary to federal government, ministers hold emergency meeting today. The writer is saying, Tinubu urge youth to share August 1 rally. Article Labour Party caution against protesters' arrest. The second writer is saying, Alberto Kun, I think that is the Niger police, warns anti-government protesters. Okay, warns anti-government protesters. Says Nigeria hasn't recovered from NSAS. Let us look at other areas. But I think there is a place where they, okay. This one is saying National Assembly okay 70,000 wage labor. Sorry, National Assembly okays 70,000 naira wage labor to meet governors. This other one is saying Senate approves IGP's tenure extension. There's another thing here saying federal government vote 2 trillion naira for Lagos Calabar. Others. Let us, Mr. Chinedu Michael. Let us have Mr. Chinedu Michael. But before Chinedu comes in, let us understand that the issue of protest, it doesn't matter the opinion of anybody. It is a legitimate way of citizens drawing the attention of government to any area they feel dissatisfied with government program and policies. We understand that so long as one is doing it within the ambit of the law, of course, no one is permitted to take laws into his hands. Because when we had the issue of NSAS, Nigerians across the board condemned wanton destruction of lives and property. And in the same vein, when the issue protest broke out in Kenya, everybody, including Nigerian and Asians, of course, condemned the wanton destruction of lives and property. But that is not to say that it behoved on the government to silence or stop peaceful protesters. Because however I look at it, peaceful protests. Okay, Mr. Rafumbechi, let us bring in Mr. Rafumbechi. You are welcome, sir, Mr. Rafumbechi.
Thank you, Pastor Matthew.
Okay, first of all, let me take you to the new developments. The House of Rep members, the caucus, about 180 of them endorsed
asking for Nnamdi
Kanu's release. How does this come to you?
That's a new development in the House. It's a nationwide issue because you can't tell me that out of those 180, that there are some ethnic, group in Nigeria that could not be included. Out of that 180, virtually the whole Nigerians.
No, it goes across everywhere.
Thank you.
Both the north, the southwest, the south, everywhere.
The whole nationalities in Nigeria involved. Igbo, Yoruba, Ibibio, Efe, blah, 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 and so.
So this is a nice one.
It's a nice one. That is showing Tinubu that Tinubu is not carrying everyone along. Tinubu is just like letting us down as if we are scraps. I don't mean only the Igbos. I mean everybody. If you are a president, you must have a charisma to carry everybody along. You don't detect to people. See, what is happening recently has begun to see Mr. President as a what? A dictator, a tyrant. A tyrant dictates, dictator dictates. I don't know what I understand. So when these people just, arose in the house and be, asking, requesting for Nnamdi Kanu's release, you will find out that it has gone a long way to indicate loopholes that was, occurring in the past administration. Then the current administration is having many loopholes because you don't wait until people ask you. If you wait until people ask you to do something as a ruler or a leader, it means you are dictatorial. You are dictating. So what happened now is everybody has stood up to let Tinubu know that Nnamdi Kanu should be free. Tinubu should do that. He doesn't need to wait again until people come. If he does, he is putting his fingers right in the eyes of Igbo men. Are you listening to me? See, what I'm trying to say is that it is uncalled for. Had it been Obi won election, Obi would not have released only Nnamdi Kanu living in Igbo. Are you listening to me? Some persons say Igbo's case is ECOWAS case. Someone responded to me yesterday when we were on the comment section of Phoenix that Igbo's case is ECOWAS case. I don't know what I understand. Igbo's case is Nigerian case. We know how it happened. The court, the jurisdiction where Igbo was apprehended, was it not in Benin Republic, our neighboring country? I don't know what I understand. So Igbo's case is still our case. It is within our jurisdiction. Igbo was not agitating in any other West African country. No. In Yoruba land, Nigeria, Southwest. So I don't know how somebody just attacked me, said his case. The guy said, Mr. Ralph, you are a bigot. Igbo's case is ECOWAS case. I said, okay, Igbo case is ECOWAS case. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu's case should be AU case or United Nations case. You don't know what it means by law, international law, to mention what is called jurisdiction. Jurisdiction meaning a plot. Plot meaning setting. I don't know what I understand. The place the offense was committed is in Nigeria here. Tinubu just released his brother. And I was even writing there on the comment section that releasing Igbo living in Nnamdi has made Tinubu not one of the most tribalistic Nigerian president ever.
Okay, now let us look at the proposed visit of the governors from the eastern part of the country to meet with the Tinubu over the same matter, the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
I think they had gone before.
Under this, since Tinubu came on board, they have not.
Okay, they have not met him.
And this is under the leadership of the Imo State governor.
I hope Uzodinma is an enraged governor in the southeastern Nigeria, and for him to correct the anomalies trailing his administration, I think he has to at least single himself out in this agitation for Nnamdi Kanu's release. And he has been their leader right from onset. Hope Uzodinma, followed by Charles Soludo, then Peter Mba, then Ufuru, and so on and so forth. So if Hope Uzodinma let the governor visit Tinubu, I think is a welcome idea. I like that. Then they should, throw all their grievances aside and move to Mr. President and at least call him to order. Tinubu should be called to order. Tinubu should not just mounted there. Illegally, you swooped on someone's mandate because your party is the ruling party, because you have Ghana must go as money, because you have hijacked Lagos State economy. The whole revenue generation of Lagos State is going into your own purse because it is being managed by your company, Alphabeta. So when somebody is found himself committing illegalities, there's a way you manage it. Don't make it so open so that people will not start shouting, this man is God, this man is God. By the time people are accusing you, giving that kind of maybe elevation or accusation, God will look into your matter. Nobody can play God and go scot-free. You know the scriptural verses I'm about to quote this time around? When Herodias was dancing as if the father cut John the Baptist's head, Herod the Philip, I think, yeah, or Antipa. No, Herod the Philip was playing God. What happened was that maggot, he was infested by maggots. Not that he was sick. God make sure that maggot ate Herod up. What about who is Tinubu, who has insulted and discredited Christianity by inviting Motopax Stout, put the uniform that is meant for the Christian clergies. They put it on to defraud Nigerians. I don't know whether you understand. He did it. He's going. God didn't do anything. Christian didn't react. We are not into Christianity to kill anybody. We're into Christianity to invite the stray into what? Family of God, kingdom of God. Because it could be that Tinubu was a Christian that wore those motopacked house, imam and the alfas robes. There would have been a war. So what I'm trying to say is that Tinubu should look into what those governors are coming to tell him. What they are coming to tell him is that Nnamdi Kanu is overdue. Nnamdi Kanu, legally, nothing has been found. No. The whole count charges were struck out by court of competent jurisdiction, by court of law, by the court of what? Justice. So what happened is that justice should be done for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu deserves justice. Nnamdi Kanu is not a slave, nor an Iberibe. Nnamdi Kanu is not an outcast. The contraption of Nnamdi Kanu is now, and his father is Nigeria. So if Tinubu is treating Nnamdi Kanu as a scraps, I think that has written bad narratives about the personality of Tinubu. Because anybody is right to agitate. As I'm telling you now, I'm an agitator. I don't hide it again. And anybody looking at me will know that I'm a Biafran man. I don't hide it. Even if I get to a station, if you call me Biafran man, I will hail you and defend myself there. Because it is not wrong. I'm not doing anybody any harm.
The question I wanted to ask,
yes,
with the stance of Simon Ekpa, I'm talking about the Biafra Finland-based agitator, don't you think it may hamper or impede this move by various groups?
No, it's not impeding anything. It doesn't impede. It doesn't impede anything. It doesn't pose as a catastrophe for Nnamdi Kanu's release. I'm telling you that Simon Ekpa is doing the needful. If you hold my brother illegally, I can do anything within the umbrella of law. What Simon Ekpa is doing is not outside the umbrella of international laws. If you hold somebody's brother, if I'm in Britain, I will start instigating all manner of animosity against you because I know that you are holding my brother illegally. I don't know whether you understand. So within that kind of lawful activities that is allowed by the international law, both local, Simon Ekpa is making noise. Let's call him a noisemaker, but his noise is within the umbrella of what? Let me use the word holiness. It's not a bad noise.
No, I'm talking about a recent
threat.
No, yes, is it threat?
Yeah,
asking people who are negotiating to desist from doing so.
No, they are negotiating to see that Nnamdi Kanu is out. But he's looking at the leader of the negotiators. The people that are negotiating, who are they? Hope Uzodinma is the worst enemy of the southeastern region now. That's why Simon Ekpa is agitating that this man going there is not going there for the Igbos. He's going there for his masters.
But this is your brother you are talking about.
Hope Uzodinma can never be my brother. Anybody that wastes blood, I'm from Anambra, we don't kill people. Okay? We don't kill. If you commit murder in my town, they will send you away for 10 years. When you come, you are free. But if you will be alive that 10 years, we don't kill people. We don't kill people that kill people. We lead you out. I don't know what to understand. So don't mind mad people and useless people. You know?
No, let us try to be decent.
Somebody should not intervene when I'm
let's try to be decent. Let's try to be decent, please.
I did it now. It's just
it's live program.
No. But he shouldn't have talked. I will stop him. He will talk here. He will see what I will do.
Please,
so what I'm trying to say is that if I use abusive words, somebody interrupted me as I'm talking. That's why I do that. Sorry, viewers. Yeah, I forgot I will do you. So what I'm saying is this. But you should caution this man.
We are on a live program, please.
I caution this man.
Mr. Arab, please, we are not on a live program. We are on a live program, please.
Because they shouldn't intervene.
Please, we are on a live program. You can come in.
What is happening now?
It's okay now. We are equally looking at, we are bringing in Mr. Chinedu Michael to continue this conversation. Mr. Chinedu Michael, okay, before Mr. Chinedu Michael comes in, we are equally looking at this decision of the minority caucus, about 180 of them, calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We understand that the issue that has to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is gaining attention of different groups. And when this government came on board, I'm talking about the government of Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, they were quick to release Sunday Igbo, and that, of course, necessitated the need for everybody to start joining call for to say what is source for the goose is equally source for the gander. Mr. Chinedu Michael, 180 caucus of minorities in House of Rep have endorsed the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I think this is a plus.
Yes, it's innocent and it's a big plus. That's the first thing you look at. It's innocent and it's a big plus. Because before now, the kind of statement they made, the first endorsement that they gathered for Nnamdi Kanu's release. The what they said there. They mention it very clearly, they make it very clearly. The one, they said is innocent. Two, that it looks as if this thing is a kind of biased treatment against Nnamdi Kanu, because people who were charged with the same treasonable felony were being released. That was what the reps said. And that they are going to stand to make sure that whatever that is behind the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu is unraveled so that Nigerians will see it. So you can see the number has added up. There's a growing attention in that regard. And they are saying the same thing they said before is what they are saying. For me, Nnamdi Kanu has become a personality to work with. Nnamdi Kanu has become someone people are now making reference to. Not because of anything, because of the comportment and the bravery he has attached to what he was trying to do. And what is that? He's asking for something that is civil anywhere in the world. He's asking that a nation that has existed before should be restored back, because it looks like, that whenever the Northerners wanted to do something against the North, they will look for a soft target. And that soft target they are likely to use are the Igbos. The reservation has gone to a point where people are beginning to ask questions. What is the Igbo's position in a country called Nigeria? That was what gave Obi that 7 million or thereabout votes. So the same thing, people are looking at it. Sunday Igbo has been released. The likes of Badejo, Meiti Allah, terrorist organizations, terrorists, people that use gun against the state were being released. How come Nnamdi Kanu? Yes, they said Nnamdi Kanu is bigger than he can put them in the same. But that's not what the law says. The law does not know whether one is bigger or one is smaller. So for me, it's a good development, because the release of Nnamdi Kanu currently now is something that has to be taken very, very serious, because it looks that as if the West are going to engage the North at the end of the day. So we need Nnamdi Kanu out, for security reasons. Because Nnamdi Kanu has become the center of attraction. Nnamdi Kanu has become something. Everybody, even the governors, the senators, the presidency themselves also discuss him. I can tell you in good faith. The IBB, Buhari, and all of them. You can see the man when he visited Buhari in Daura, what he discussed.
Let us respond to this man. He's saying, I think Mr. Freeman, okay, Mr. Freeman actually say people should take Igbos out of, people should take Igbos out of Nigeria. No, out of protest, I mean to say. Then someone else is going saying everyone is talking about Igbo. You want to respond to this?
Yes, but I didn't know their names. But
okay, I think this one is a Freeman. Okay, Freeman.
Yes, Freeman. Good morning. Yes, this is.
Everybody talking about Igbo.
No, that is the thing now. Everywhere, because see, when you see things going like this, the way it is now, knows that the hand of God is upon something. God is about to unveil something Nigerians, the world, has never been able to think that it will ever happen. Just like when Donald Trump, moved the capital of Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. It took the whole world by surprise. People are talking about it. Biafra, come. Everywhere all over the world. That tells you that when the progress started, when Igbos are beginning to be, engage the world in all ramification, in all professionalism, they begin to be outstanding. Right from the days of Kanu when they went to the world and conquered the whole world, Igbos has gotten to a level that, where this one is from, they tell you from Igbo, everywhere Igbo, in business, everywhere, in China. Go and look at what happened during COVID-19. Everywhere in China, Japan, Namibia, everywhere. The president of African Business Forum in China during that COVID-19 is an Igbo man. I can tell you, you can go and check. All over, you go to Japan, the same thing. Taiwan, go Canada, anywhere you go. Until the guy from Imo State came and was able to discover the vaccine that solved the issue of COVID-19. He's an Igbo man from Imo State. So when they're saying
solving a global problem,
yes, when you say Igbo, I don't know the name of that guy.
Freeman.
But Freeman, I'm just telling you, you are not far from the truth. In Southwest Yoruba land, the same thing. What tell you, that the hand of time, we can no longer, continue to hold a short stick. It is time for the Igbos to hold a very longer stick.
Okay, the same Freeman is saying people should take Igbo out of this, out of this protest.
Yes, Freeman, I agreed with you in total, front and back. I have no reservation against that. But the fact that we have discovered, there was a serious underground plan, to compromise Nnamdi Kanu as a result of targeting and making fanatical statement against the Igbos, instead of targeting the Northerners, who engineered and masterminded, and organized the protest. And of course, Atiku has come out, Abubakar Atiku, former vice president of Nigeria, and of course, Obi vice team when he ran during the before he picked Okowa. You can see he has come out to say no going back. It is the right of Nigerians, to the protest. And the same Doyin Okube came back, the same Yoruba man, Doyin Okube, came back from the back door and said Obi betrayed Atiku. The same Yoruba who was the spokesperson of Obi's campaign organization during the last presidential election.
Sorry, let us look at what Natana is saying. He said, without Igbo, no Nigeria. He said, whether we are shouting protest is because Igbo is not involved.
Yes. Please, can we get their names?
Mr. Nathaniel.
Mr. Nathaniel, good morning. Thank you for coming live on this program. Keep a date with us by this time tomorrow, where we'll give you updates on development. The reason is this, because we have studied Nigeria for a very long time. We have studied, the flashpoints of Nigeria, understanding the consciousness of every race in Nigeria, every tribe in Nigeria, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. We have been able to discover, that when there is a fight for survival, when there's a war for a struggle, they pick a certain group, tribe, to pin against a certain tribe. The Northerners initiated this protest. And we know that when they initiated this protest, it sent a lot of signals, and Igbos are begin to unveil the circumstances surrounding why they should fix this kind of protest on July, the month and the day Aguiyi was murdered by a Northerner. That one alone, put me off completely. Personally, that's my own personal opinion. That the Northerners shouldn't have, fixed a particular day, a particular month, where the first military head of state of Nigeria, Major General Johnson Aguiyi was murdered.
Don't you think it's a coincidence? But let us carry
a coincidence.
What Abodana is saying. Let us carry it along. He's asking why is Igbos always used as scapegoat? That's coming from Abodana.
Yeah, very good. Let me just respond to Abodaniel. Thank you for that beautiful question, Daniel. If you look at it from all ramification, I think one thing is very one thing we can point out is jealousy. One, whatever that have led Adolf Hitler to attack the Jews in Europe is what is making Nigerians to always single Nigerians out in every situation. There's a situation already in Nigeria, and before now, the North started killing Igbos even before independence. Started from 1953. Igbos have been killed in the North before independence. But because of the kind of understanding that we have that time, people tend to take it that the cause of nationalism need to be advanced, and of course we did that through Nnamdi Azikiwe, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, and that was what got us that independence. And what was supposed to be something that would have opened and stopped the art of corruption and nepotism as at that time for national peace and stability, a coup was carried out by the military, and the media tagged it an Igbo coup. But subsequently, we saw the Hausas and the Yorubas engage in similar thing, and nobody said it's an Hausa coup, let's go to war. It's a Yoruba coup, let's go to war. So, Abu Nathaniel, what is making Abu Daniel, what is making the Yorubas and the Northerners always look at that direction? You will not take it away. Igbos are pace setters in all sectors.
Perhaps that is the reason you have said that the Igbos hold the key to Nigerian growth. The same person is saying it.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. You understand that very clearly. Let me quote from Tunde Bakare some years ago, and also make reference to the Gani Adams, the leader of the OPC, on the Kakanfo of the Yoruba land, where he said that Igbos are the Jews of Africa, not even Nigeria. You should understand why he made that statement a few years ago. And look at Bakare coming out to say that, without the salt, Nigeria will not have a taste, will not have taste. Nobody is trying to tell you that without the Igbos, not Nigeria. The taste of Nigeria will be sour. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm quoting these men now that you can go at their archives and make reference. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can make reference to those statements in the Bible. You can cross-check very clearly. So we have never been in the position of presidency for 104 years of Nigeria's existence. But when the United Nations came up with the statistics, they discovered that the Igbo race has produced more millionaires and billionaires than any other race. Is it not a mystery? I'm talking about something the United Nations came up with. And I can quote from a certain northerner that said some time ago that they give Igbos less than 50 years from that time. I think about 10 years or then about 15 years has gone. That is what I was trying to tell you. In the next 35 years, Igbos will take over Africa. And it happened very clearly during COVID-19, when the Chinese economy was struggling against what happened in Wuhan, in China. And for them to advance and boost their economy, they have to invite the Igbo, the businessmen organization, or committee or forum that houses China and Africa Business Forum. Let me put it that way. An Igbo man led that delegation from Anambra State. I was able to meet Jinping, and they discussed how would they be able to revive and restore economic activities in China immediately after COVID-19. They never invited anybody. So that tells you that the network is spreading. These are people who came out from 4 years of civil bombardment, war, and we are picking nylon on the streets. And all of a sudden, they became, go and look, check all the whole environment in Lagos State. Under Fashola, we know what Fashola did. So I'm just responding to what Abo, Daniel was trying to know the reason why, this interest and this attention and this possibly fanatical attack always, on Igbos, that we have come to that consciousness that we need to be very careful in a situation like this, where we have a southern president, and we have a northern Fulani fanatics that are already linking the Yoruba Arabs to struggle over certain attention about the Igbos. And that's why the Eastern governors came out and make it very clearly, no, we are not going to be, no, this protest, no, hold it first. Johannes came out and said, no, hold it first. Do you know why? We need to do that because the symbol of the Igbo race all over the world now is built around one personality, and that is Nnamdi Kanu. And we need to be careful and not to tread Nnamdi Kanu for a modern nation like Nigeria. Thank you.
So I will bring it in to discuss the issue of protest, because Tinubu is saying might be new to Nigerians.
Yes, let me make talk to viewers, those who are sending in their comments. Please keep a date, invite people on this platform. It's not a joke. This you don't get this in government enveloped media. We'll give it to you raw. We want to pass them. We want to interact with our fellow Biafrans in Africa, because the black man consciousness, as I always say, need to wake up at this time around. Thank you.
I'll bring you back. Let me have you are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Let us know, because from what we are seeing, this is the Punch newspaper. It's saying nationwide protest. LGF ministers hold emergency meeting today. The writer is saying Tinubu urges youth to share August 1 rally. this is like Emabinu, if I should use Yoruba language.
All right.
As a Nigerian, are you ready to accept Emabinu from Tinubu, or you would prefer the protest to go on?
Well, like I used to say, like I said before, like I used to say, a protest is our right. Tinubu is a product of a protest. Remember when former president, ex-president Goodluck Jonathan removed a question? Uh, Tinubu protested against it in Lagos State. You know, Jota here, he came out and we supported him. I was one of the protesters. I supported Tinubu because I believe that it's constitutional right. It's also my constitutional right to protest against any um, bad government decision, government policies. We have the right to protest. So Tinubu is a product of protest. If you remember, it was as a result of that Jonathan removal of fuel subsidy that you know that we Tinubu and Buhari and some of us were protesting, and that protest was hijacked politically. It was a political tool that brought in Buhari, brought in APC, different political party together to form a AC from AC to AC and to APC. It was that protest. Tinubu is a product of protest, so he has no right to tell anybody. He can only solve the problem. He can only solve the problem. That is it. The problem that the protesters are demanding for. That is my take.
Okay, talk to us about what Abetoku is saying here. Abetoku, I understand, is the IG of police, the Inspector General of Nigerian Police. He said Abetoku wants anti-government protesters. Says Nigeria hasn't recovered from NSAS.
Yeah, of course. We have not, whether we have recovered from it or not. I am not in support of those protesters that will go and destroy life and property of the citizens. So I don't support that. But any genuine protest, I mean, the IGP can provide security for the protester. Why are you an IG of police? To maintain law and order. So any gathering at all in form of protest, because they have freedom of association, they have freedom of movement. The city, they have all these rights. So the reason why you are an IGP, a policeman, is not to shoot and whatever arrest. It's for you to provide security, not for only the big men out there. Provide security for the poor masses, provide for the protester, provide for also for the rich man. I mean, whoever whose life is being threatened in whatsoever way. So if people are protesting, you can, as well as a policeman, as a police officer, provide security for the protester. That is my take. It's not to threaten them in any way.
Okay, now talk to us about military handing over rescued Chibok girl and 330 others to Borno government. Chibok girls were kidnapped in 2014 or so. More than 10 years after that unfortunate incident, we are seeing that one of them is being rescued now.
Okay, one of them.
Then another 330 others.
Okay, I thought there are many. I thought there are many. If they were able to rescue one, it's a welcome development. It's a good development. It's a good idea. But from that one, if they can get information from that one that is being rescued, that has been rescued, I will so much like it. They should try and the military should try and go ahead. The police should try and go ahead to get information from that one that has been rescued, so that other two can also be rescued later. That is my take.
Okay, now, lastly, talk to us about National Assembly okaying 70,000 minimum wage. Labor to meet governors, because we understand that Labor is having issues with governors. Let us have sorry, we'll have you next time.
Okay.
Because
of our time.
Because of our time.
Okay.
You are welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. We are looking at multiple issues. But first of all, let me take you on what is happening with respect to nationwide protests. You say nationwide protests, LGF, ministers, hold emergency meeting. Tinubu urges youth to share August 1 rally. What's your take?
Yeah, good morning, viewers. My name is Comrade Adedoyin. Before I say anything, I want to make a reference to our ancestor. Is no more alive, Funshaw Williams. The memory, like, I'm so happy this morning to say the death of the right people who have fought before us in protest is seeking for the right government will not sleep in August 1st. They will fight their way for us. Now,
So what's your take? Are you accepting there might be or the process should go on?
the protest must go on. Nothing is stopping the protest. And it's going to be a protest that there will be no looting, there will be no fight. But the fear of the government is that it's going to be like NSAS. It's not going to be like NSAS. Because there is no home you go to right now, that is not crying. People are sharing tears. So people have to walk long distance before they get to their office in the morning because there is no money to pay. People that voted for this government are suffering. I voted for this government. I can't deny it. It's affecting everybody. Sir, do you know what it means? For Southwest border to be closed since Buhari regime till now. They are just meant told that the border is open. The Southwest border is not opened. If the Southwest border is open today, you will see a little ease in the society of Nigeria. So nobody will stop. See what the president is saying. The same president, and I did not the one that organized the protest of Jonathan. That people came out for subsidy to protest in Ojota. You can never when you park in Ojota. So there is nothing we do in this life. Everything that goes around, we always come around. And we're putting that statement on national brokers. Everything that goes around, we always come around. If truly the president is a Democrat, if truly Jagaban is a Democrat, he should allow the protest to hold. But what you should do as a president is to provide forces that will protect the people in protest. Every country in the world allow protests because it was allowed by Jonathan. You must allow it. You must. I comment Adedoyin Adejubu is telling you right now, I'm a Yoruba man. I voted for you. It's so painful. And let me tell you, let me take it to this level if you don't know. So many people who you think they are your people in Lagos State, they also add to the problem of the people by exploiting people around Lagos State. Imagine, Ikeja here. We see what taskforce are doing in the night. MOT, they are moving around, collecting people's car. Owó tí yóò sí lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn, wọ́n tún ń gbé ká àwọn lọ́nà, wọ́n tún exploit wọn tipátipá. Ìmí inú wọn á gbégò dání, ìmí inú wọn á gbàdá dání. Ẹ wá ní pé kí inú àwọn èèyàn dùn. Àwọn last man ṣe tiwọn. Àwọn Kai. Our women selling in the street in Lagos State, they will be pursuing them every day to not sell. They will collect their market. But before election, they stop. Èèyàn tó lọ yáwó lápò, tó lọ yáwó gúrúmì. Bàbá ẹ mọ kó ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣá. Àwọn èèyàn yín nínú Èkó bíbá ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe bí pé wọ́n fẹ́ràn yín. Àwọn gan pẹ̀lú ìṣòro àwọn èèyàn ló ní Èkó yìí.
Please interpret for the purpose of those.
Some of those people who you think are your people in Lagos State, they are also adding problem to the masses, to the people who voted for you. Example, sir, like all those women selling on the road. Kai will collect their bar market. Money that they borrow from Lapo, from Gumi. And before election, they will stop disturbing them. After election, they will start coming to collect money from them. They collect money, they will seize their market. They will tell you that Awalomo Joba, We are children of government. All Lagosians, they are observing. So many people, they are homeless. Go to the highland, go to the mainland. Some people in government in Lagos State, they are using your scope, they are your son to chastise people. It's one of the problems. I have to tell you what is happening. Some people, they are hiding under your name to deal with Lagosians. They are exploiting Lagosians. So what do you now want people to do at this point?
So this is like an advice to the president.
The president now, what he need to do, I will say it in 5 minutes. If you want that protest to stop, I will give you the expo. Can you just try your best to open the border of the nation, the western border, in the next 2 days? You will see how food will come in easily. I'm just begging you for the name of Christ. Open the western border. The border is not open. I just lied to you. It's not open. And number 2, which is very, very vital, with order of emergency, go and hold meeting with all the student union presidents in Nigeria. All the student union presidents in Nigeria. Go and hold an emergency meeting with them. Because something is going on right now. Hi, I've come aboard to say this in an open space. All the student union president in the whole of Nigeria, go and have an emergency with them. Number 3, very, very vital. There should be a control price to all the prices of food with the order of emergency. If you can make sure that control price come in place in the next 2 days, that all the food in the market should reduce, it must not pass also price. Now, I want to make another order of emergency to Iyaloja of Lagos State. You have the work to do right now. Omo Tinubu, Iyaloja of Lagos State. I'm speaking it live. There's nothing I say that is not real. If you can make sure you walk around Lagos State today, all the market, start having meeting with all those market women. This is the price you said this. This is the price you said this. Say some tomato also price. You can't be in Iyaloja. You just sit in one place and be looking. This is the time your father needs your help. This is the time your father Jagaban needs your help. That is why you are Iyaloja. Go out to all those markets today. Move around. Talk to all those women. Have meeting with them. I will repeat it again. Iyaloja, go out. Open this western border. Number 3, control price. It's very, very important. So, if you can do this, I said, I won't lie for you. And the president should have an emergency meeting with all the student union presidents in Nigeria in the next 2 days. Open the western border immediately. Don't listen to any northerner again telling you that there's a money we have to generate. Hunger la pe leyi. Wọ́n ní tí oúnjẹ bá ti tán nínú ìṣẹ́, àbùṣẹ́bùṣe hunger la pe leyi. Èèyàn tí ò jẹun fọ́jọ́ méjì, a man that did not eat for 2 days, he will not hear what you are saying, sir. They will not hear. But if you allow this protest to go on, the way to know, hey, I will lie for you, sir. It might be more than answers. I come with that door is telling you.
Okay, now that takes me to what is coming from Abetoku. That is the IG of police, the Inspector General of Nigerian Police. He said Abetoku wants anti-government protesters, says Nigeria hasn't recovered from answers.
Sir, during the answer, all of us know what's happened in Lekki Toll Gate to Jakode. There is a particular mall that is called Cycle Mall at Jakode. All the boys who are in Jakode, some of them in those houses, Alphabis, they looted almost everything at the Cycle Mall. We all observe it. They were even about burning Oriental Hotel. So many businesses were looted. My fear is that the hunger on the land now, if this protest hold, this protest is not for the youth alone. Now it's involving both the youth, both the elderly people, both pastor, everybody, even both new child that they just born. I heard they said this morning, a brother in my street gave birth to twins. His husband ran away. When he heard that his wife gave birth to twins,
He ran away.
What some people are praying for, that they want to have, somebody have it. He ran away. What that mean?
It's maybe because of financial implications.
Responsibility, he cannot carry it. Is that not painful? So, sir, what are we talking about? When the government that promised me that my life will be good is now bringing tears to my daily meals. I committed to you, stay open it again. If you refuse to do the right thing before the end of this month, ó dùn mí gbọmọ Yorùbá dẹ jẹ, ó dùn mí gan o, ìkan ṣẹlẹ̀ gan bàbá o, àwọn ọmọ yìí dẹbi sínú Èkó, wọ́n bàgọ́ jẹ́ gan o, wọ́n ń jẹjú àwọn èèyàn gan, wọ́n ṣe nǹkan ibi káàkiri àbábọ̀gbọ̀ oúnjẹ wọn, àwọn ọmọ yìí kan wà nínú Èkó tó jẹ́ pé tẹ́gbọ́n wọ uniform, àwọn bíi kai, àwọn bíi lasma, àwọn bíi task force, wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ ibi o.
Please, for the purpose of interpreting for those that do not understand.
I'm telling Baba Jagaba that some of those guys wearing uniform in Lagos, who call themselves kai, who call themselves lasma, who call themselves task force, they are doing evil to people of Lagos. So they are doing a lot of evil apart from the country is hard. They are doing evil. That's why people are shouting. They are doing a lot of evil. Most time in the night. Èèyàn tó ló jẹ lẹ́nu tó fẹ́ lọ fún ìyàwó àtọmọ ló jẹ lẹ́nu. I want to go and give the children that holding them for ransom again to pay by force. So I support Jagaban to get to that level, and I will also take Jagaban the right thing to do. I'm not going to deny it. Sir, open the border, the western border, not the northern border, in the next 2 days. Bring control price. Have meeting with all the student union presidents in Nigeria. Iyolojo of Lagos, Omo Tinubu, go out to all the market and have meeting with all the market women. If not, Iyolojo, that's why your father put you there. If not, there is danger on the way, a very big danger. But before the danger happen, me I will run away from Nigeria.
Before you run away, talk to us about this issue. Before you run away, talk to us about this issue. He said National Assembly okays 70,000 naira wage labor to meet governors. We understand that governors are saying they may not be able to pay up to that amount. Do you think it's a panacea to solving this hunger in the land?
Well, even the 70,000 naira cannot solve people's problem. My own plea to the governor is they should make sure that money is being paid. But before the money will be paid, they should bring control price. But if they do not pay this money, they are bringing more anarchy. Because people cannot meet their daily need. How much 70,000 naira? That is what a local government chairman will waste in 1 minute. Go to so many malls at the island. You jam some of them, see how they spend money. Some of them, their children, they are not of the university. They are big university outside the country. How much 70,000 naira that a married man will collect? He feed his children, he feed his wife, he pay house rent, he will take transport. Oh Lord, but sir, problem is coming, sir. You must pay that 70,000 naira wages. There is no going back to all the governor. It is very, very important. At this point, we need all hands to be on deck for us to avert any problem in Nigeria, because if protest start, it's also going to affect me. It's going to affect everybody selling. Look at what happened in Kenya. New place should happen here. solving it now. And look at the population of Nigeria to Kenya. Lagos alone is more than Kenya. So who will now hold us? Jagaba, talk to your boys. Your boys in Lagos. All those boys wearing uniform, talk to them.
Comrade Adedoyin, I must say a very big thank you for your time.
Viewer, let's support one another at this point. And if you have something in your heart, support your brothers at home. Please, people are suffering. People are crying. People are lamenting. Nigerians are going through a lot of anarchy. People are trekking to work every morning. We can't continue this way. My name is Comrade Adedoyin. God bless this particular telecast. Thank you for passing our views to generations. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Comrade Adedoyin. We hope to have you next time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, God bless you.
You are Mr.
I'm Pastor Israel.
Pastor
Israel.
Yes.
Israel.
You are welcome to the program. This is Satellite Media. We are looking at what is happening in Nigeria and globally. But let me quickly take your attention to the happening in the nation, talking about the protest. The government is begging Nigerians that, particularly the president is saying they should share the idea of the rally. What is your view?
Well, before I contribute, I will share a dream I had. I had a dream about this protest. I saw plenty of women. There are multitude of women. They were all naked, crying with tears, with anger. They are all crying. Their breasts are down, everything is down. No cloth, no any cloth. They are all crying. When they feel crying, as they come back, they came with a van that conveyed them back. As they coming back, they wear black pants and black bra. That's what they wear. Nigerians are angry, including myself. Nobody is happy.
So do you see how the spirit, the gift of interpretation? Can you interpret it?
Yeah, it's about the protest. It's about the protest I saw. That's it. Even when I tell others about the dream, anybody I tell is the protest. That's the protest. It's going to be bloody. Bros, to be bloody. We need to see what we can do to avert it. If not so, it will be bloody. Nigerians are angry, including myself. But I appeal to the president to look into it. I don't know why he had his heart over Nigeria. He is comfortable, living fine. He heard our cry. He doesn't want to attend to our cry. It's like he that neglect the cry of the poor. Bible said it will not live long. I respect our president as president, but let him do something about this because it's not doing well at all. I call him a wicked human being. It's a heartless human being. You have to look at this matter. But if not so, if bloodshed take place, it will be involved. We're all angry. We have children. We are feeding. I thought they would not eat for 3 days, 4 days. You are working and not paying you. Many are sacked from their offices because that's not allowed to pay. The ones that are working cannot manage this money. Whole 1,000 naira. It can't do anything for you. But before, 20 naira it's a big money to buy food stores. But now, only here I saw Nigeria using currency of different colors. Different colors. Where each of money comes this way, that old money they say we should not use. We're using money to buy our money. It's something that they see back again that we're using now. What is suffering? We are in pain. We are in pain. People that we hate at the country, they're better than us today. Look at fuel, everything. We're stopping everything. So I don't know what to say, but Nigeria should look into this protest because it's going to be bloody.
Okay, now, finally, talk to us about the decision of 180 rep members supporting the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
I don't really know much about that, but Nnamdi Kanu, I don't see him as a victim of anything. They just put him there for nothing. Because of the hatred of Igbos. Are you getting me? Igbos they hated Igbo with loud hatred, which is not supposed to be. We are God created by God. Are you getting me? But we're supposed to be one, have one vision. But because of hatred and envy, hatred and and wickedness, we're being separated from ourselves, which is not good. Which is not good. I don't like that. So Nnamdi Kanu, if it happens to Nnamdi Kanu, wahala go dey. Yeah, wahala go dey.
Now, lastly, let us look at the decision of National Assembly. They say National Assembly okay 70,000 wage. Labour to meet governors soon, because we understand that governors are saying they may not be able to pay that 70,000. What do you think should be done?
To me, whatever they decide on their own, they are right. I get me, they are right. Because everybody needs to be comfortable in his own living. I get me. That's all I can say about that.
I must say a very thank you for your time, Mr.
God bless you.
Pastor.
Israel. I can
Thank you very much for your time. You're welcome, sir.
Morning, sir.
Okay, Mr.
My name is Samuel Ednujobi.
Edujobi Dada. Okay.
I be prophet.
Okay.
But the time Tinubu enter, me I don't say you no go do well. But that process.
Look, no.
That
I say you should come closer.
okay.
I say you should come like this.
That process, it go do am. It go do am. It go be like a SARS.
No, they are saying nobody is supporting destruction of property.
See, all plenty.
But even if they are protesting, nobody is saying they should destroy life and property.
The thing they say, make do am. Me I support am. Make it do am because many people they hungry. Many people they suffering. Many people no food. Now God, you go help us. Tinubu, the time Jonathan did there, he gave us there for Nigeria. The time Tinubu and Buhari enter, no person there for Nigeria again. For Lagos State, you no get governor for Lagos State. You get AK, Sowoya. God go help us, yeah. That's how we talk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you very much. Mr. Chinedu Michael, let us have Chinedu Michael back to give us insights, his thoughts about the government, the president saying, please share the nationwide protest. The major headline here is saying nationwide protest. SDF ministers hold emergency meeting today. The rider is saying Tinubu urges youth to share August 1 rally. Should the youth share it?
Pastor, sorry. Good morning, Pastor. I like to come on this platform always because I appreciate the Biafrans all over the world. Of course, Africans, who always identify with this platform. For me, this is the CNN of the streets. Let me just put it that way. Where we get, diverse views, on happenings, in parts of the world where we belong to. Mentioning the name of Nigeria is, I feel somehow, but I need to mention it so that people will know how to direct their consciousness to what we are talking about today. That's what I was just granting, trying to take a proper how will I put it? Rundown, a proper rundown, on why the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu just came out suddenly and said, Nigerians should Mabinu factor is coming in gradually, and then we are seeing reaction from the vice president himself, saying that nobody should back down. These are the people who encourage a civil attack on Jonathan. They are trying to go to the bad dog now to put money to give people, they believe they are behind the protest. So many things, for them to possibly shave or even forget about the strike. That is coming from Atiku Abubakar, Now, I am expecting Bayo Ononuga, to order DSS immediately to arrest Atiku.
Why?
That's what it means. For making treasonable of a championing civilian coup against Tinubu. Because they come out, you didn't hide it anymore. It's that everybody move. It's not coming from Obi. Where the university? I'm sorry. I forget that name. Please, I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm just telling you. Atiku should be arrested immediately. immediately. Atiku Abubakar should be arrested immediately. So that we know that the Yorubas also considers the North as soft targets. And not only the Igbos. When you're talking about Vitobi, you are talking about the Igbos. When you're talking about Atiku Abubakar, you are talking about the Northerners. When you're talking about Bayo, Onanuga, Tinubu government, you are talking about the Yorubas. It's as simple as that. So for him to come out to say that is because he suddenly discovered that Atiku Abubakar bravely came out and said there must be protest. Now, Namabinu, are you seeing the game the Yorubas are playing? Are you seeing the Yorubas playing their I don't want to use that name. But if it was maybe possibly an Igbo man in the position of Atiku today, he would have said, bring him, oh yeah, yeah. They would have, we are watching. The whole world is watching the game they are playing. Yorubas and the Hausas, even when it becomes the turn of Igbo man to produce the presidency, Semi Tinubu come and say Miloko. He don't Miloko himself now. He has become the worst civilian president in the history of Nigeria, seconded by Buhari, the same party. They have become a threat to Nigeria. And you are saying that even when Jonathan brought subsidy, the same Tinubu say is voodoo economy. Tinubu pretended, Yorubas, Nanda, pretended as if they don't know anything that is called subsidy. Let the pastors understand, look at it very well. Let the imams look at it very well. Let opinion leaders look at it very well. Let ethnic lords in Nigeria look at it very well. The plight of Igbos and the contribution of Igbos in Nigeria, why they are always being singled out as soft targets. So his Emabinu does not mean that people should not exercise their constitutional rights. Femi Falana recently came out and said people should go and protest. The Amnesty International came out, and said the same thing. Stop threatening people who are not comfortable with your policies. That's Amnesty International. And they are watching now, are waiting to see how the likes of Ononuga and the IG are going to shoot anybody that is closer to Asurok. I think he understands the weight and the magnitude and possibly the earthquake this protest is likely going to cause in Tinubu's administration. And if it's not possible, it's going to lead to Tinubu must what? Go.
So that may lead to anarchy if you don't.
No, bro, understand that it is the people that owns the power. It is the people that is the government. Is it because we do not interpret it?
Because in Nigeria, it's every 4 years.
Bro, it's not a matter of democracy. When democracy becomes a threat, when democracy is being subdued by elements of tyranny, it's no longer democracy. When you are trying to use force to stop people's expressing their reservation, not knowing that, on doing that, the government should be able to say, okay, I'm reviewing this policy. Look at what happened in Kenya. William Ruto, what did he do? You are taxing bread. Don't tax bread, okay? Don't tax kids, they told him. And when he decided to go without listening to the people, today, what is happening in Kenya? Criticism is about bringing you looking at, communicate to Nigerians, review whatever policies that they see as a threat. Because, bros, as they are there, they're not feeling anything. They got almost everything at the beck and call of. They have access to virtually everything. They do not labor as those who struggle on every day, to drive the economy of Nigeria.
Now, lastly, talk to us about the renewed controversy from between Samanekpa and Asari Dokubo. Why Asari Dokubo is threatening both Samanekpa and Igbos generally. What is it?
Well, I think Asari Dokubo will understand very well that he has sabotaged himself. He has sabotaged his personality. He is struggling for irrelevance and relevance. That's what he's struggling for currently now. The government of Tinubu has distanced himself, and you can see Tombolo is already, swimming in different contracts being awarded to him. What does that mean? That on not yielding to him, it doesn't know that something else is coming behind Asari Dokubo that Asari Dokubo does not know. And that is what he's afraid. I'm not going to mention that here on this platform. We know what is coming behind him. We know the direction at the end of the day, that where he is going to be positioned very soon. He can never again let him continue his fanatical attack. Then what is happening in Niger Delta now? Is Niger Delta okay? Nnamdi Kanu pass you. You don't have to be this extreme jealous about the success of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom the GOPs in America have recognized as a man, the entire black nation. Well, I'm telling you, go and look at comments from other religious leaders across Africa, military leaders across Africa, opinion leaders across Africa, Democrats and technocrats in African continent. They are making reference. They put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Madiba at the same scale. When I mean by Madiba, I'm talking about Nelson Mandela. They put them at the same scale. I'm telling you correctly now. When they're making speeches in their respective countries, they make reference to the emancipation of the black man. And they make reference to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody mentioned Asari Dokubo. Who's Asari Dokubo? They're still carrying crude oil there illegally. Federal government are still messing up the whole entire Niger Delta. What did actually Asari Dokubo achieved in the Niger Delta struggle? Apart from selfish enrichment, leveraging on what the agitation was at that time. So for me, he's only been jealous of the global support Biafra is getting. He struggled to get a position. Yes, and that was where he was denied it, that position in Biafra, in the formation of the inner Biafran members or group, who determines the position and the direction at every phase Biafra has to take. So when Asari Dokubo was denied that position, he wanted to assume it is not done like that. Are you a greedy man? If you're an Arab, you go to the Arab world and know that's where you will go and exhibit only this level of radicalism that has no direct advantage or input.
Now the same Asari Dokubo revealed as he worked closely with Nnamdi Kanu at the time. The quest to restore Biafra.
We're working closely. That's what I'm explaining to you now. On that process where you were shouting, we are entire Biafran land, Igbo land, Eche, Obia, Ikwere, Ndoki, We know who are the Jaws.
Sorry, he left them to even that name Biafra recently, where he said, and a German suggested that name Biafra. So, of course, he's saying, does that even make him more Biafra than
No,
you?
bros, is it because he does not understand? You know, look at him very well. He claims to be educated, but he's not educated. What you would have asked Asari Dokubo, I hope he listens. I don't want to use derogatory words on him.
It's not good to
because
use
he does that too.
let us try to
He
be.
groans like
Well,
a
let
bee.
us try to
No,
be
I'm
decent.
coming. Yes, that's why I want to have some level of peace and civility here. In trying to expose him to certain understanding that he would have asked the Bayelsa man whether he's the one that generated the name Biafra. The word suggested. But are you not looking at
You
it?
said there was a conference in Enugu where
He did what?
where the German suggested that they
Bro,
should go with that name.
are you not understanding you should understand what I'm saying. He said suggested. He's not the one that founded and initiated that name. Is it the one? I'm asking you. You and Asari Dokubo, I'm asking you people.
Why
Is it not
did
the one?
you maybe you should direct it to Asari Dokubo?
Yes, because I don't know, because I'm trying to explain it to you that the name was suggested by the Bayelsa man, Paul Lopugo. Odumegu Ojukwu, the Kemba one of Nnewi, the founder of the liberation nation called Biafra, the prince of Africa today. That name did not come from Ojukwu. And he knows. Odumegu Kemba knows the first military head of state of the Biafran nation, sovereignty, Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu. The first military head of state of Nigeria, Igbo man. Okay, I don't know. I said the Kuba come out and say it's not true. This one now is not true. No, I'm asking
I'm
you.
not saying he said so.
No, because it looks like this kind of unnecessary attention should not be given to somebody who destroyed the agitation to restore Niger Delta to what it is. Because you enjoyed financial pacification from the enemies of Niger Delta. And you went into hiding. Till today, your problem has become the jealousness that you are not even involved in the sources of Biafra. What are you supposed to do if you're an exposed man? If you are civil enough, is to look for a way, to liaise and start from somewhere instead of playing jihadists against Biafra. I'm telling you, something is coming behind him. I will not tell you. You watch what is going to come behind Asari Dokubo. He will be sitting down wherever he is. If you like, let it be. You know what Israel is doing to all the Hamas leaders now? Let him be careful. The humble looking of Igbos in Africa, in Nigeria precisely, does not mean they are cowards. The rising of Biafra is going to change the atmosphere in Africa. There's no two ways about it. He said this, that, we know. We know where Ijo came from. We know the part of insignificant communities that came from mushroom.
No, let us not despise any community.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you how Ndoki is Ndoki.
No, but you're saying insignificant community. Let us not despise any community.
Ndoki, is it an Ijola? Is it in Bayelsa? Ndoki is in Abia State.
Every society is significant.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about society. I'm talking about ethnic nationalities that make up a job as a nation. You should understand what I listen to me if I'm making. Don't I don't like it. I'm not joking here. I'm passing information to my brothers, and I cannot stand here and say something that is not correct. Igbos in Nigeria has been singled out for soft attack anytime, any day, and we cannot continue to take that under any guy. No, it's not. It's wrong. Even though we try and struggle as much as possible to be more friendly than any other tribe, there's this still reservation. So for Asari Dokubo, what he's doing is not new. Nnamdi Kanu like this. Someone Eba.
You are not perturbed. Is that what you mean?
Don't you see how Okota plays ball? All through Okota's career in the football, you don't see him get injury. Asari Dokubo cannot injure Simon Eba. Cannot even injure ordinary Biafranist on the street. Because they will dribble him like Okocha does. So I'm coming to that. How Polo Pico of Bayelsa suggested the name that this entity should be called, this nation, this country should be called Biafra. Remember, if we look at some of his funny interviews, I'm talking about Asari Dokubo, he never mentioned that it was that man from Bayelsa that initiated that name, founded that name, and gave it to that nation called Biafra. He never said that. Bro, please, can you people do a proper research and find out where the name of Biafra started from? Can anybody do that? It becomes a mystery. What the Europeans did is what the Fulani agenda is doing. Now, it's no longer Bite of Biafra. They remove it. Throw it away. Now, it's Bite of Bonny.
Sorry, Abia the best, he says something here. He said, if you still believe in Nigeria, that means you will never, okay, you have never wake up from your sleep.
Somebody saying, where is Kunle? Why is Kunle at large? No,
Kunle is not around this man.
Yes, he's not around because he has been fractured by developments, happening around the town. Quite disappointed anyway. Like we told him in the past. No, I have to make it very clearly so that he will understand. He's on the trenches now, trying to wear a new cloth like some of his colleagues have done. They are wearing a new cloth gradually, and we keep on defending this faith, wherever, anytime, any day. So so that's what we are talking about. That when the options come, Pastor, if you remember that I granted this interview on this platform some time ago during that period, where I said now Nigerians have a better chance to choose a leader. They have a better chance to choose a leader. I look at Atiku, I look at Tinubu, I look at Obi. I went to Obi, not because he's an Igbo Biafra, but because I felt that he has something to offer, and he did. Tinubu was looking at him during the campaign. Say leadership in our brain, not by statistics. Abi, now uncle. I'm asking you now. I'm asking you. Can anybody come out and say it that this is the situation now? That it is quite favorable, it is quite definite, that people can come out and define it. Where we find ourselves now. I remember that there was a time about 3 APC governors was even asking Obi to come and join the government. But unfortunately, nobody is going to remove that tag because not be them born Obi. I cannot say that Dangote is not a northerner even though they are trying to collect the refinery for him. Kudos to them. Let them pick the refinery. Take the refinery from Dangote. As simple as that. There is not a big.
I must say very thank you to our time, Mr. Chinedu Michael. Let us, Mr. John. Okay, let us get your view with respect to the planned nationwide protest. The president is saying, please don't go on protest. And the governors from the southeastern part of the country, Ohaneze, is telling the Igbos, don't join. What is your take?
That is it. That's a normal advice. Yes, Ohaneze have said it all. That,
so you agree with Ohaneze?
To withdraw. Because why I say so? You remember what happened in the ESAS protest? End of the day, they turned the protest against the Igbos. You and I know. They turned it against the Igbos. So if you go to that side, the Ohaneze is right. I don't really advise any Igbo, any reasonable Igbo, the Easterners, to join anything concerned protest. As far as this country is concerned, it should not join. End of the day, they will turn it against the Igbos. That's Nigeria for you. That is this. To people to come out and say no, the youth should calm down or they should not protest. No. He should remember Jonathan government. He's the one that protects Jonathan government. Ekudi Buhari, to never carry them. They build the warehouse in Ojota. They build the warehouse, which I could remember. For over how many weeks? For over weeks, many weeks. They are there jubilating to campaign against Jonathan, condemn Jonathan. And the wife come and say, that is God. They kick against the woman. They say, the woman, they mock the woman. Look at the repercussion now. Look at the revelation. The revelation is out now. This is what is happening now. I mean, when you took one without a child, I raise a hand up. I always say them. When the hand begin to test, you surely bring your hand down. Whatever you sow, you surely reap. What they sow against Jonathan, that's what they are reaping today. They should not come out and say, I tell the youth that they should not come out and protest. No, it's not so. He is the one that gang against Jonathan. He's the chief priest by then. The chief organizer. The Soko, the Tinubu, the Jagaban, Emiloko. He is the chief priest by then. He is the head. He is the one that mobilized them against Jonathan. For say that man government, condemn that man, both sides, left and right, condemn Jonathan government. End of the day, they try their best and put that man away. Put Jonathan government away, kick it out. And you know the APC take over. So what are we saying to them? They call him bad luck. Now, who is good? Who is good now? Is it Buhari that is good? Government that is good? Or the Emiloko government? Which one is good now? Jonathan government and Buhari government, which one is better? Or to compare with this one? The Nigeria is sinking today. Hunger everywhere. People are dying day by day. People are taking sniper. I mean, before you can be able to drink garena, you find it difficult. Before you can be able to eat 1 square meal in a day, my brother. Anybody anybody that can be able to cook now is a big man.
So, Mr. John, personally, will you join the protest?
How can I join the protest? Why? Am I a fool? I'm not a fool. I'm son of the soil. I know what is right and what is wrong. You cannot advise me for what I know. You get my point? You cannot advise me for what I know. That is like you are talking to a child, a 5 years child. That is it.
So you totally agree with Ohaneze?
That is it. Confirm. The protest must on. It must go. The protest must, it must.
You will not participate.
I cannot participate. No, and I cannot reverse my fellow Igbos to join them, to join the protest. That you continue eating their banana, because Nigeria is a banana republic. If Nigeria belongs to the west and the north, it's banana republic. That you continue plucking their banana, continue eating their banana. That you not include Igbo, because at the end of the day they turn it against the listeners. They are in power today. Okay, let me ask you now. What of the media? I mean, the Westerners that control media. What about them? Can't they talk now? But all of them gang up against Jonathan. Jonathan government. When we are still buying bag of rice, how much? 6,000 naira. 800. Jonathan government. They said Jonathan is no good. But now, how much are we buying rice? Bag of rice. It's 12,000. 80,000. The Yoruba who control media, newspaper, radio station and television station. How can they come out and make noise and talk? So the silence against Buhari government. What people are rushing. Now it comes to their own turn now. They are supporting. They say it will be better. That's how they told us against Buhari government. Baba go do am, Baba go do am, Baba go do am. 8 years, we don't see anything. He told Nigeria to shame. To shame Nigeria. They come up again, say next level. What level? End of the day, nothing. It's scatter Nigeria. This one come up again. Nigeria already. I have told you people that Nigeria is already buried. What remains is to cement Nigeria. What remains now is to cement Nigeria. At least you can see what how Nigeria is going. You can see how the government is going. Northern are crying now. The Northern that they are crying now. They are regretting. Why? They are regretting to put the Tinubu there. They never say anything. They should continue eating their banana. They just start. They're just beginning. Whatever you saw, you repeat. What they saw against Jonathan, that's what they are repeating today. Yes, there's no equality in Easterners. How about the Easterners to withdraw? To withdraw. Let them first, they don't have trouble. They call them business. They don't know anything. The Easterners don't know anything. That's what they tell the Igbos. They don't know anything. When they go to their business, yes, they should concentrate on their business. Pray to God. Forget these people. They're not after you. They don't care for you. They don't care to as they don't care to you, including Nigeria. They call you minority. That's what they call the Easterners. Of course, the example. You and I are seeing the example. The example, we are seeing it. One Nigeria. What do you see one Nigeria? So I don't advise any Igbo to join the protest. Let them protest there. They will then control their government. Eat their government, eat their banana. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. John. I think this is a good place to let it go. For our viewers who engage us online, I must say a very big thank you. Let us look at some of our comments online. This is from a user that goes by the name Trading. He's saying they want to use the Igbo as usual. The Igbo should not protest. This is where it's coming from. Luis, he says he knows the way. Okay. This is coming from God's Guide, saying they should not release him. Now, okay, let us know. Okay, let us leave that one. We are out of time. Maybe next time. Okay, I think this is a good place to let it go. I must say a very big thank you to all our viewers, both the ones that engage us online, both the ones that watching, both all the ones that commented. I must say a very big thank you for your time. I am Mr. Matthew, and this is Satellite Media. Thank you very much for your time.